Hey everyone, so today I'm going to teach you how to deal with that inner turmoil in your heart and how to null or numb the psychopathic tendencies you have in your head. It's about right here-ish, in this area, right here. So I'm going to teach you how to deal with those crazy thoughts you have in your head. Alright, first and foremost, you're going to want some sort of gun. Now, right here is a Gamma Magnum pellet gun. It shoots at 1,650 FPS. Now, second thing you're going to want on your gun is a edgy, sticker. Mine says, "Fuck the world." Got this in the Supreme drop. This is a Supreme sticker. I sell it online to children who have more money than I do. So yeah, you're going to want a gun with an edgy sticker. Don't forget that. Next thing you're going to want is a backdrop for your targeting. So right here I have an Amazon box. I got this at my workplace, because I can't afford, a big box like this. Look at how big this box is. There must have been something worth more than $50 in here. So yeah, that's your next step, is get a cardboard box or a backdrop that is easily moldable, so it doesn't have any deflection with the pellet hit. Next thing you're going to want to do is start printing off pictures of people you hate. Now, here's a picture of Adolf Hitler, in case you didn't know. Great photograph, by the way. Whoever's the photographer, as the kids say, modern English speakers say. Great photograph. But yeah, so he's just chilling. Make a good target. It's smaller, so it's like, more skill if you hit him in the face. My next picture here is of Hitler playing drums. Because I like to think he's having fun before I shoot him and end his life. So they're dark thoughts, but good thoughts. Positive things. Alright, so again, keep printing off people you hate, because one reason you're doing this, main reason, is to suppress the psychopath you have inside yourself. And how I do that is I print off pictures of psychopaths. So this is good old Joseph Stalin. If you don't know, now you know, N-word. This was the guy who was the Russian army leader in World War II. Actually killed more of his people than he did his enemy. Killed more of his people than Hitler did of the Jews. And I think this guy doesn't get a lot of hate as much as he should. Especially because he was such a piece of shit. But, he was on our side. Good old America. USA! USA! So, we don't hate on him. Next is Amy Schumer. I don't even need to explain this one. After you print off a decent amount of targets, you're going to want to, get it in a pile and just set them up one at a time here. So I printed off a picture of that Brock dude. He's the swimmer. He's that guy who raped a chick and got 3 months in jail with good behavior. So total piece of shit. Castration, we should do it. And then I printed off a picture of Chinese crested puppies, because they're just like the dodo bird of dogs, just fucking disgusting. So you want to print off plenty of targets, and then you want to get a little stimulant. Now, my stimulant of choice is a cigarette. You could also do some heavy metal if that's your thing, or some hardcore hip-hop with the hi-hats that go, something like that. I spit everywhere. So I'm going to enjoy the stimulant, and then we are going to set up the
Whoa! Didn't see you there. Hiya, fucks!
This is part numero... motherfuckers, of how to control your psychopathic tendencies. You live a life that has a routine that God laughs at. Everything you ever work for, and every time you strive for happiness, you just can't quite grasp it fully, as you once remember it feeling like. That's part of the video right there. You point out people's obvious fears, and you just laugh at them, because fuck their life. Let's go! It was, pointed out by one of my boys, Adam Baxter. And he said something like, it's still waiting on you to send up the targets for the last video. Because you know why? The last video ended on a cliffhanger. And you know why that is, Adam Baxter? Because you can't rush art! You cannot rush art, okay? I will rim job you to death. Do you hear that? Do you hear it? Who the fuck thinks of that shit? Rim jobbing people to death. I'll tell you who, a creative genius, and you cannot rush.
Okay, so we set up the target. It's good old Adolf Hitler. And before I do my shooting, I like to set up a backstory. So I'm a time traveler. I go back in time before Hitler was defended and had enormous political power. And as a time traveler, I think to myself, where would I be without NASA and space? Where would it be without microwave ovens and a good old Hot Pocket after work? Fuck, where would my life be without Schindler's List? Man. You know, on second thought, I won't shoot Hitler because sometimes there's necessary evils that must exist. Okay, so setting up my first target here because we decided necessary evils must exist for there to be positive goods in the world. This is good old, that Brock guy. We're gonna make him have a bloody nose because he seems like the type of dude who'd be nervous before he gets shot. Again, he raped that one woman, serial rapist. Not opposed to castration. At least for serial rapists. So what we'll do to make this target even more enjoyable is we'll draw a little old red penis here. Now it's red because he probably has herpes and it's outbursting. He can't afford Valtrex. I think that's a thing. I don't know. But yeah, we'll draw a little red penis. There's a car driving by. Oh, it's the cops. Just kidding, it was a truck. Okay, so a little red penis. So we're loaded up here. Safety is on. We will take the shot momentarily. Again, you want to make that backstory. You really want to make that backstory. So I'm going to imagine good old Brock here is my second cousin. Grows up. She's 2 now. Grows up to be 18, 19, having a good time. Her friends get too drunk, wander off, and all of a sudden, good old Brock comes up with his red dick, and I'm like, no! Alright, so after a few shots here, let's see how good we did. Alright, look at that. Got the tip here. Got part of the his left testicle he'd be facing, so he cannot reproduce. Then I got his chin and right in between the eyes. Okay, we want to make sure he doesn't reproduce. We really want to make sure of this, so, okay, this might be scary. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, he's not reproducing. Good, we did the world a favor. Hey guys, it's time for the fun break. Christmas decorations are still in my house. My life is a joke. Okay, so this is a trivia question. To save this Mountain Dew case from being battered, you have to answer, did Dick Cheney make money off the Iraq War? You have 1 hour to answer. If someone can correctly answer it, then this Mountain Dew case will be saved. So this is not a threat or, blackmailing. It's just, did Dick Cheney make money off the Iraq War? Ready, go, or else this die. Well, before we see the outcome of the trivia question I posed, I just wanted to respond real quickly to great man, Tom Janssen. Roomed with him half a year in Duluth. Missed the fucker to death. Missed that guy. Would always wash his dishes and not leave them in the sink. Really, just great man. And he said, when you rush art, making a joke of my response to Adam Baxter. And all I gotta say is, just look at this art. Look at this creativity right there. See that shit?
I finish off a unibrow with my goddamn hair, okay? You think you're like, oh, damn, that's innovation. In a year and a half, this is gonna be it. The thing that people look up to me and be like, Will, you made it in this world. So that's all I gotta say to Russian art. Here you go. You can have it. Okay, so after you're done with your targeting here, you want to make the finishing touches here and add a little humiliation. I know his life is destroyed after that event. Good, that's why we're doing this here. We're just rubbing in the salt on the wound here. So put a little lipstick on him. I know you guys are into this, like that's why I'm doing it. I do it all for the fans. Let me put that back on. Okay, he's got the lipstick, and then stick it on in there. This is for the fans. This isn't for me. What? So we set up a new target now. And right now what I have up, I'd show you, but the zoom on this sucks, is Joseph Stalin. I wonder if that's where, like, quit Stalin came from. It's from Joseph Stalin. Or, like, you're at the skate park with your razor scooter, and, you're like, what's up, fuck boys and fuck gals? Watch me, I'm Stalin. Like a stall. And, on second thought, I won't target Joseph Stalin in case that is the case, where he made Stalin a slang term. Okay, so the next target I have is Amy Schumer, and, this is the part of comedy. It's just too easy, so I'm not even going to set her up as a target. So here's what we do first, okay? First and foremost, OxyShred diet pills. I'll give you the whole thing, Amy. You can have it. Here. Take it. She doesn't want it. It's not pork. Okay, next what you do is put that over her face. I'm not going to explain a lot of this, just because. You already know what it is. Okay, and then last but not least, my vagina. My vagina. I get it, because that's what she does. Oh, it's so funny, right? Vagina jokes. And last but not least, we have the Chinese crescent puppies. Now with this, what you're going to want to do is just burn them alive. Because they're the fucking dodo birds of dogs, everybody. This shouldn't be offensive to anybody. And anyway, look at that. Look at how they burn up. Wow, what a beautiful piece of artwork. Man, Joseph Stalin, he's really upset about it. Man, he's shedding a single tear. Oh, Hitler is super sad about it. He's making music about it. He's like, oh, those Chinese crescent puppies, how they tickled my egg roll. And they're gone, Hitler. They're gone. Stalin. He has no words right now. He watched the downfall of his country, and he's like, man, those Chinese crescent puppies. All right, and that's how you deal with your psychopathic tendencies. Oscar, why is the plant, why do you have it in the middle of your forehead? Are you meditating? Oscar, does that feel good? What the fuck? Is it because I haven't pet you today, or you're getting stimulus? Oh, what are you doing, you silly puppy? What are you doing? What are you